Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Hisham. Today I will present our acting and assignment financial assignment for Berjaya Land and Pemaju neighborhood. Berjaya Land first. Okay, first for Berjaya Land, it started in 1990 as a part of the restructuring schema undertaken by Sport Toto Malaysia, whereby it acquired the entire paid-up capital of Sport Toto. Berjaya Land also has seen made a number of majority acquisition of various property and leisure assets, making it one of the largest property group in Malaysia. Their main business activities are gaming and lottery management, followed by hotel, resorts, recreation, development, and vacation timeshare. Also, property investment and development, and lastly, motor retailing. Their significant achievement is Berjaya Land showcases excellence in earning it the top 100 Asia's Best Employer Brand Award 2019. The first top board members are Panglima Richard Malanjum, their chairman, followed by Syarul Hamid Sheikh Ali, Chief Executive Office and Executive Director, followed by Ping Tan Sheikh, Non-Independent Executive Director, Chik Kong Hugh, Director Finance Berjaya Hotel and Resort Division, and lastly T Min Tan, Senior GM, Property Sale and Marketing Division. Their annual revenue is 5.2 billion. Here's story of Pemaju Sdn Bhd. It was incorporated on 7 March 1996. It's a Malaysia-based company which is engaged in the provision of management service and investment holdings. Their main business is automotive, timber, and property development. The first top board members are Jane Michelle Flynn, Independent Executive Chairman, followed by Tang Bong Kon, Executive Director, Patrick Ting, Executive Director 2, and followed by Mark Chiu Shin Yong, Independent and Non-Executive Director, and lastly, Ho Pui Ho, also Independent and Non-Executive Director. Their annual revenue, 57,582,184. Here, now I will pass to Iza for the next section.
Hello, hi, my name is Nurizana Misha binti Suskipli. My metric number 216678. Okay, for liquid and efficiency, for working capital, Berjaya Land have more working capital, strong liquidity position, and ability to pay debts or continue operation than Pemaju. And then for current ratio, this ratio measures the short-term debt paying ability of the company. A higher current ratio suggests a strong ability to meet current obligations Berjaya Land. And then for total asset turnover, this ratio is measure a company ability to use its asset to generate sales. So for Berjaya Land, operating efficiency, then Pemaju. And then for account receivable turnover, Pemaju take 11.90 times more than Berjaya Land to convert its receivable into cash. And then for asset test ratio, Pemaju is more easy to convert into cash because Pemaju only have 0.08 asset test ratio better than Berjaya Land asset test ratio. Next, I will pass to Farah.
Okay, my name is Farah Alisa and my metric number is 215165 and I will explain about solvency ratio. Okay, the first one is debt ratio. For Berjaya Land, the debt ratio is 55.04% and Pemaju is 34.5%. It is show minimal risk and strong financial health. So Berjaya Land is better than Pemaju. For equity ratio, Berjaya Land equity ratio is lower than Pemaju. This shows Pemaju in a good financial position because the higher the ratio, the stronger the indication that money is managed efficiently. So for debt to equity ratio, we can see that Berjaya Land is borrowing more than using its own money compared to Pemaju, using more of its own asset and leisure borrowing. Next is profitability ratio, profit margin. Berjaya Land has ability to earn more net income from its sales than Pemaju because every RM1 sales, Berjaya can earn 0.8%, while Pemaju only could earn negative 12.91% from each sale. Next, return on equity. Berjaya Land has ability to earn income from investor compared to Pemaju with the ratio 1.4%, while Pemaju negative 5.79%. The next is for return on total asset. Berjaya Land utilize their asset better than Pemaju because they have a better ratio, which is 0.63%, while Pemaju is negative 3.72%. And for gross margin profit, Berjaya have a better percent of gross margin in every RM1 of net sale than Pemaju with 22.03%, while Pemaju only 5.33%. Okay, I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, hi, my name is Iman Matrisha binti Muhammad Aizam and my matrix number is 214153. So I will be presenting about part B, which is process costing or job order costing. Does it really matter? First of all, I'm going to explain about process costing. So process costing is the optimal costing system when a standardized process is used to manufacture identical products and the direct material, direct labor and manufacturing overhead cannot be easily or economically traced into a specific unit. Next, this process costing is also an excellent tool for tracing specific costs to individual jobs and examining them if the cost can be reduced later in jobs. So an alternative use is to see if any excess cost incurred and can be billed to a customer. So when we use process costing and we want to determine what an item costs, we need to track the cost of each stage in the production process, then divide the total cost by the number of items produced. And some examples of process costing is soft drinks, petroleum production, and also furniture. Next, I will explain why we should use process costing. So first of all, we use process costing to monitor profit margins. For industries that sell high volume and operate with narrow profit margins, even a slight change in process can make a big difference to a company's profit. So process costing enables companies to home in the cost of each production stage and target specific departments for improvement. Next, we use process costing for inventory control. So depending on what type of business we use, some types of business require us to report inventory. And for large companies, sometimes it's hard to keep track. So because they are producing millions, thousands or maybe millions of products. So process costing can be used to simplify it, and each item produced is valued and each department tracks things like materials purchased. So when we use process costing, inventory control will be much more easier for bigger companies. Next is uniformity in reporting. So uniformity with process costing, each department with their own cost and all of those will be ruled to arrive at an overall cost to produce a specific number of items. Because all expenses to be added together, they all need to report it in the same manner and with the same cost codes. This helps bring uniformity to reports and make it easier to track costs over time. So meaning like if you use process costing, it would be easier to make the reports more standardized. So next is job order costing. Job order costing is a system that takes place when customers order a small unique batch of products. So it's different from process costing because in process costing, the products produced are in large batches and identical or similar to each other. But job order costing, the products produced is according to the customer's demand or order. This system determines the price of each individual product and ensures the cost of each product is reasonable enough for a customer to purchase it while still allowing the company to make some profit. So in job order costing is most used often when manufacturing products in batches. So each department or production process or batch process tracks its direct material and direct labor costs as well as number of units in a production. So each item is tracked in job order costing system should have a job cost record that lists its materials used to create that item, the number of people worked to make the item, and how long it took to make the item, and the manufacturing overhead amount for the product. So why we should use a job order costing is because when we have an accurate job order costing, it helps business to strike balance between revenue and cost or any given project by carefully analyzing each step of the job and using historical data to better inform future products or projects. So meticulous job costing reduces the likelihood of unexpected costs during the project life cycle, which can quickly eat the profit margins and lead to dispute customers. So it's important to make a very accurate job order costing. Next is accountants and finance departments rely on job order costing for back office process and tax filing. For example, itemized costs help accounting teams to accurately analyze how project expenses can fit into company's overall financial picture. And last but not least, accurate job costing can improve a company's profitability, help manage employee scheduling, and be a key component of prompt financial reporting. So proper job costing leads to better profitability, project estimation, management decisions, and time financial reporting. That's all from our group. Thank you for hearing our presentation. Thank you.